So I'll just go ahead and start with it. But it looks like our good friend Hiroshi Tomura has been quite a busy guy. Not only is he developing the new Z, which we hear will be available as soon as later this year or early next, but he just dropped a new Nismo GTR on us. What is it, 2 days ago or so?
Yesterday.
Yeah,
yesterday.
Oh, was it yesterday? I'm sorry, yesterday, yeah. And it will probably be the last Nismo GTR for the R35, the last model, last version. And the R35 itself will be ending its long run soon. So yeah, this car I think is going to be destined to be a collector's item. So the new GTR Nismo is called the GTR Nismo Special Edition. So it's not a very hard name. They're not very creative, but and we will get it in the US this fall. But they say the numbers will be extremely limited. So we don't know how many they're going to make, but not many. They didn't. Nissan did not share production numbers with us. Maybe Dino might know something that we don't. But these special edition cars come in a new exclusive stealth gray paint scheme. They look blue in the photos, yes, but they call it stealth gray with an exposed carbon fiber hood. The non-special edition Nismos always also have carbon fiber hood. It's just that this one's going to be, not painted. These cars also get 20-inch forged aluminum wheels with a red rim, as you can see with in that picture with Mr. Kimura, and it'll feature the new Nissan logo on the I think on the trunk and the hood. So
there's Tamura-san with his fancy shoes.
Yeah, and just some background information on the car. There's not going to be any. We didn't hear of any huge performance upgrades. The GTRs. This one's going to be the same engine as the Nismo, which uses the same turbochargers developed for the GT3 race car. 3.8 liter V6. Every one of them handmade. Produces 600 horsepower. And of course, you got the carbon ceramic rotors. The brakes. So very, very, very expensive, as anyone who's gone racing or even when shopping for carbon brakes. And they are Brembos. And Nissan hasn't said anything about pricing for this. It's a 2022 car, GTR Nismo Special Edition. But I think Dino, you agree with this too, that it's going to be north of the GTR starting base price of the Nismo GTR, which is at $212,000.
There's been rumors of it being a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, $212,000 is what the GTR Nismo goes for now in the US. So that's a lot of money. So if you're interested, James, Taro, Nissan will be taking orders starting in the fall of this year. So in roughly about 4 or 5 months. If you want a version of this car earlier, and if you're in Japan, go visit a McDonald's, because after April 30th, our otakus have told us it'll be part of a limited Tomika Happy Set. So when you order a special meal, you'll get this, and they've done this before, the McDonald's with their Tomika Happy Set. Do you have a photo of that? Yeah, there it is. So that's one from a while ago. You can see a GTR there. So they reportedly will have one for the special edition. So anyways, first of all, since we have Dino, your take on this car, what it kind of means to the R35 legacy. Is it a good move by Nissan? Are they going to be able to sell them, especially if they're going to go for like $400,000 or $500,000? I have no idea. And maybe get an idea what you think they'll go for.
I think price-wise, you're probably looking at maybe, I guess, 10 grand over.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay, not too bad.
If I had to take a guess, yeah, I think it would. I mean, if there was more substantial improvements,
right,
I would say more. But I mean, it's basically a last hurrah for the R35. So I think this is, as you were saying, this would probably be it. I think it really follows the whole. I guess the definition of what a GTR is, especially the 35, where it's minute improvements year on year. And this particular car has had the entire bottom end of the engine rebalanced to tighter tolerances. So it might not have more power, but it definitely, at least Tamura-san has told in this presentation yesterday, you can feel more responsive,
It'll be sharper, huh?
sharper response from the engine, and with that, the turbos pull up faster, so it just overall feels like a stronger performer. Whether most customers will be able to tell the difference, I don't know. But it definitely follows what the GTR is, what it stands for. I'm not really sure about the color, honestly. I think
you went to the presentation. Do you know? You went to this yesterday, or
no? I was watching it. I was
right, because it was COVID, right? They still have COVID protocols,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. Yeah.
But I think it would have made more sense to use the actual Nismo grade that you see on the other cars and the older GTRs in the background. What I did really like is that he pointed out that the inspiration came from the V-Spec 2 NUR N1. So it had the unpainted carbon bonnet. So that's why it's not being painted. But yeah, and it saves 100 grams. So again, small improvements, it all counts.
Well, it sounds like you like it, yeah.
I mean, it's a GTR. How can you not like it? But I'll definitely take the R34 in the background.
In the back there, yeah. Look at that one in the back.
Or the R30 next to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was really when I looked at this car, it looked blue though. I was wondering where this blue came from, but I guess it's a gray, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they call it, stealth gray. So we don't know. It might be one of those crazy, super expensive paints that photograph different in different light, so
maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't hate it though. I saw this picture yesterday. My social media guy Mike, he sent it to me, and it's like this we were streaming the thing on IG, and like, well, we're getting a lot of views on this, and it's like I've been so slammed with some other stuff going on, that I wasn't watching it, and I looked at it, it's like, what's this Nismo? What? It's like, oh wow, it looks pretty cool. So I mean, my first impression is that it looks nice. It's a pretty handsome looking car. It looks like a Nismo. It's got, all the Nismo touches.
Yeah.
And as Dino said, I mean, it only enhances what the GTR is as a car too. So I'm all for it, and I'm kind of, down with the color too. I would really like to see this car here in the LA light.
Right, in person,
yeah. I think it would look really good outside. Driving along the beach in this car. I mean,
well, we'll have a chance. It's coming to the US, thankfully.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing this car and hopefully driving it soon.
James.
I mean, I like this one. I like it a lot more than the 50th anniversary one that they did. But hopefully it has a better price point than that 50th anniversary one.
You don't like any of the anniversary ones.
They're just, I think maybe they missed the mark for me on their paint scheme, to be honest. I mean, I do like this one. I thought the 100 grams with the paint thing was a little bit gimmicky, but I think you need to have a little bit of gimmicks to go in regards to it. But I mean, it's in a very competitive marketplace at this price point here in the US. I do think obviously they're going to be a limited number, so they probably are going to sell out because they will be in demand, but it is a very, very competitive marketplace. I mean, this is Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, McLaren money, and that's it's just it's difficult to see that to see where it is at that point. It's like Skyline is it hypercar level price point money now at this point. It's just difficult to see where it used to come from, kind of thing.
I love the Porsche Turbo, as you know. I mean, that's like one of my all-time favorite cars, the 911 Turbo. Even the 91, the most recent one, that the 912, I think. So, but if it's this car, a special edition one, the last hurrah for the Nismo, I think I would go with this one. Put this one in my garage.
But then as Dino said, would you rather have this or the R34 behind it, or the R32 behind it, or the R30? Which one?
I love the R34, but I'll take this one. I'll take this one.
Oh, controversial.
Really?
Sam.
I'll take the R34.
And then
but you guys got to remember, man, this R35 is, when you think about it, this R35 is the highest performing Japanese car ever. I mean, you could count the LFA in there, and you could, I don't know, Dina, what car you think is quicker around the track, the LFA or this? I think that the GTR will whip it. Yeah, the GTR will whoop it. So, So, you know, in history, when you think about it, this is the highest performing Japanese car, production car ever made. Yeah, I think I'll go with this one.
I mean, look, it's an incredible car. It does everything incredible. I mean, even those ones that are the wild and have the 3,000 horsepower engines that they've got out in the Middle East, they're still sort of maybe still GTR, but GTRs. I mean, it's truly an incredible vehicle. But I just don't think for me that this R35 has quite the charisma as some of the earlier vehicles.
Ooh, okay. You're gonna have a lot of Japanese car fans mad at you, but Dino, what about you? You know, the the R35, even, you know, we'll talk about this car too, but when you put it up against an R34, like the newer, or you know, some of those special edition past GTRs, where would this one rank?
Stock to stock?
Yeah, stock to stock. Sure.
The 35 would be like twice as fast.
Yeah. Oh, no. But for you to put, you as a collector to put it.
As a collector,
Oh,
like
yeah,
I said,
yeah.
I'll take the 34 any day. But then again,
Oh,
this
you're a
is
34
35.
guy? Yeah, I love the 34.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's got a special place in my heart, and the 35 is an amazing car, and I think this will become a collector's edition, and this is definitely what GTR collectors will definitely have in their garage. But you know, the older cars are just so special to me. I would always.
It's an emotional thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
have
You
That's
know,
what
the
cars do.
34 in the back there is probably going to cost twice as much to recreate the 35.
Could be, huh?
Yeah, you're right.
And-
I mean, in the end, it's an emotional thing, right? I mean,
Cars are,
that's,
cars
yeah,
are
that's
emotional
why
things.
the auctions are, you know, like
Right.
some.
And Sam,
It's
I was going to
emotional.
say, if I would take this final edition, for example, Nismo, over, say, the ITEL design one, I preferred looking at this one as opposed to the ITEL design, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you know, the
bargain is
ITEL,
nice.
yeah, the ITEL design still looks like one of those you know, bottom feeder shark kind of things, you know, with that big mouth. So I don't know, man. I don't think it looks bad, but well, I don't know. We have an Italian here as a guest. Is
Well,
that-
you know, I actually shot that car. It's currently at the Nissan gallery in Ginza.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And I went over to see it when it first arrived. I think it looks amazing, honestly.
I mean, it sounded
in
great
real
on the
life?
racetrack because I saw it at.
Not because it's not even Italian design. It's actually designed in Europe at the Nissan design studio. I mean, Ito Design is only building the cars, right? So the design.
Oh,
has
I
come
thought they
from
designed
Nissan.
it too. Oh, okay.
No, they didn't design it. It was designed by Nissan designers. I think it was a global collaboration between different design studios. So Ito Design is only building it.
I see.
So they put the name on it because all the work is done there. But I think it has such presence. It's
It does.
pretty.
Oh, okay.
pretty
Would you take it over the like this car? I mean, if the price was the same, I know that car's crazy price.
Yeah, definitely. I
No,
think
okay, it's that.
it
Yeah.
looks more special. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't appreciate the design, maybe, but I think if you see it up close, it makes more sense.
Yeah, I've only seen them photos and videos, so yeah. Okay. Very cool.
In 20 years, which car do you think would have gone up in value, the R35 or the R34 here in the back, in the rear here?
R34.
R34 probably just because it's
There's
rare.
so
you know?
few of them. There's so few
Yeah,
of them. They
exactly.
only make 12,000
They're
of them.
rare,
Right?
yeah. So yeah. So I tend to agree.
Yeah, I agree with you too. That's why I would choose the R34 too. Not that I would, you know, sell it or have the means to buy one of these right now, but I'd choose the R34.
Well, we get more viewers on podcast, you know, Podspeed, you know, you might be able to afford one, Taro.
Yeah, if all of our 7 viewers would chip in a little bit,
Oh, come
we'd
on,
be
man.
able
We
to-
don't
No.
want that. We have at least 11. So, so. All right, well, that's it with the GTR. I think we all like it. I think we all respect the R35 legacy. Who knows what's going to come with the R36? You know, we hear hybrid, we hear all kinds of weird things. Oh, Dino, any rumblings about what's going to happen with a next generation GTR?
Yeah, there's like a rumor every week here. It's
Yeah.
anything from hybrid to full EV to not happening. So you guys can, you know.
Just pick one, right?
Everybody seems to like to talk about the R36.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
it
there's
causes a
renders
lot of,
coming out and some
yeah.
Japanese.
Oh, best car always, yeah. Always
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And we use that because I still have a little relationship with Best Car. So especially when even though after Mr. Ui-san left. So, but
Every
well,
time we
anyways.
talk about the R36 on the show, the viewership goes up.
Yeah,
they love to listen and
they love
speculate
GTR,
about it.
anything GTR. So
Yeah.
well, all right. Dino, thanks so much for joining us.